Alright guys, welcome back. Today is a really nice fall day. So, I pulled a big old family pack of ribs out of the freezer. We got ourselves a smoker here. It's just starting to go. Got it on smoke, we got it warming up. And we'll get it preheated as we make our sauce. I just do a simple, well, it looks kind of simple. There's a bunch of different steps. The main thing is I use the old Sweet Baby Ray's there. The hickory brown sugar is super good. And this stuff's pretty good too. A little smokehouse maple. Sometimes I throw a little liquid smoke in there. Then a bit of Moore's and Worcestershire sauce. And that's about it. I mix it in a bowl, mix it up. Oh, and you can't forget butter. I like to throw some pieces of butter on the bottom, and you know, helps keep from sticking. Helps it good. And I'm all scaffolding out here. I don't have a prep table or nothing yet. Let's get you in here. There we go. Starting to get some smoke rolling out. I'm gonna set it to the temperature. I usually run 200, but I think this goes to 230 or something. I'll have to look. Let's go see. That smells pretty good. I did get the little bit larger one, which I need to take this out before it gets too hot. It's gonna interfere with my pan. Let's see here. We got 225. I normally go 200, but we'll go 225. That should be good. We're good on chips. Close that down. We'll let it get going. And then we'll get making our, I'm gonna put sauce in the bowl. Then I'll probably just take some of that brown sugar, just put it in the bottom. I lined my pan. I bought a cheap pan at the dollar store, and it's got a little bit of rust on it, which, I mean, I don't know. Rust ain't gonna hurt you. Cast iron gets a little bit of rust in it. But just in case, I just put a little bit of tinfoil in there. And this is all, well, that one's pretty much empty. That's why I got me a big bottle. I'm gonna use a bunch because there's, I believe, 2 in there, I think. I do dump a little bit of this in there. Mainly I just sprinkle it in the pan on the ribs and stuff. But I'll get a good bit in here too. And Worcestershire sauce. Oop. To me, there's no right or wrong way. If it tastes good, you did good. If it tastes like crap, the dog will be happy. I may add a little too much more. Smells good. Smells good. I really like this McCormick. Sorry, the smoker has a little fan in there, so if it's a tad loud, I'm sorry about that. That's pretty good right there. I like that. One of the neighbors come up and said there's a potbelly pig running around. It's pretty interesting. They had a kind of like a fair a week ago, and they greased up pigs and let them run around. And I guess they lost some of them. Get some chunks of butter up in here. Butter makes everything good. I'm just gonna do little slices so it melts out faster. And I always start my ribs upside down because I just flip them once. I don't know how much butter, I mean. That's probably pretty good. Let me get this pan out a little bit. Oh, I need that pan. Let me get all the stuff out of the way now that I don't need because I got it mixed in the bowl. Gonna keep this because I like to sprinkle it on there. The rest of the stuff, I don't need it right now. Alright, sorry about that. The GoPro messed up, so I'm not sure how much I lost. But we got our sauce made. I'm pretty sure that we got that. I'll move some of the stuff we don't need because I'm limited on space. We're going to open up the ribs out of the package. We're going to pat them down with some paper towels. I got the butter in the pan. We'll probably put a little more of the sauce on the bottom. We got the smoke going in the smoker. I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to go. Smells pretty good. Chickens don't be quiet, they're gonna be in the smoker. Nah, okay, they're my egg chickens. Try to get some room here. I am looking at stainless steel roll top kind of counter thing for out here. I may invest in that after a while. Depends how well this video does. I normally cook stuff. You know, I don't do videos on it, but I thought it was kind of interesting. I believe there's 2 in here. The other set I may put them in, just wrap them in tin foil with honey and butter and try that out. Now, this is a pretty good set. It's a pretty good size. There's just a little prep we do. I don't cut a whole lot off. I know a lot of people trim everything and stuff. I don't bother with that. The only thing I get off is flip this over. And my paper towels. And I will take some of this junk off the bottom. There is a little bit of a membrane. A little bit of a membrane right on here. You kind of want to get off, and then some of this like globbed fat, which I take some of this glob fat off and I put it in there because it'll render down a little bit and it'll make like a grease. Just make sure you sharpen your knife pretty good, watch your fingers and all that good stuff. And there's a little more, it's a little of this stuff. Like some of this stuff, this little tiny fat, it's just going to render itself off because it's going to be slow cooking. The ribs here, if you get between the rib, you can get that, this sticky. You gotta get it started. You gotta get it started up. Once you can get it started up and grab it with a paper towel, you gotta use a paper towel because it's just slippery. You can start to peel it off. It's just like a, I don't even know what you call it. It kind of looks like a plastic on here. There we go. There we go. There. As long as you get the majority off, it'll be good. Like I said, I start my ribs upside down for the first little bit. These ones are a little lean. I want to pat the inside down too. Let's get some of that old. The first go around is going to be, I usually do about an hour and 40 minutes. And that was on 200. This one does 220, so I'll do about an hour and 30 minutes maybe. Let's get a little bit of this on here. A bunch of it in here. This is the side's going to be down first. So I'm going to just paint a little bit on it. I don't want it to stick to nothing. But with the butter and everything, it should be fine. And I like to brush it because I don't like my barbecue, I don't like my ribs and stuff just soaked and dripping in the sauce. I like to lightly paint it. I like it nice and painted on there. This boy is pretty long. So I'm going to trim a little of the end off because I don't believe this is going to sit in here right. I'm going to put it off in the corner. There we go. Alright. You can't tell I like this stuff. Super good. We're going to paint this side not too bad either. Like I said, there's no wrong way. Everybody's got their own way. You just got to find your way. Find your sauce. All I started out with before was just Sweet Baby Ray's and a little of this McCormick stuff. And I got me some Worcestershire sauce, a little liquid smoke here and there. But that was when I was on the gas grill. But I like to paint it where it's nice and even. What I'm going to do is I'll probably cut a few pieces of butter. So I'll get you a better angle if I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a few pieces of butter and just set on it so the butter can absorb into it a little bit better. Because like I said, butter makes everything butter. And don't have to be too crazy. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, they say. All right, now we're gonna put this in the grill. The grill over here. Let's see what we're on. All right, here we go. We're in here now. If you want, there's a little hole. You can stick your probe in there, run it up, stick it in the meat. This is our first side. This is I have it upside down. This is the bottom. So I'm gonna let it go for about an hour and 40 minutes. Then I'm gonna come out, and we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna paint the top, put it back in for another hour and 40 minutes or so. I kind of go by eye. There we go, we're down to 211 now. 250, that's because we had the door open. And then we got the smoke. It's starting to smoke. So I'll catch you guys back here when we get ready to flip it. Oh yeah, I forgot, I got the other set. So we're gonna do the other set. We're gonna do it a little differently. I'm gonna try. We're gonna wrap it in tin foil with just like a stick of butter and honey. We'll try that. I kind of see people's recipes, see people all do stuff, and then I adapt it. So I have this other chunk. Let's get you set up. We'll get you set up kind of around here. Same thing. We're gonna lay out some paper towels. We're gonna get it out. We're gonna dry it off because it's wet. The side's got more of that membrane on it. Like I said, the fat, a little bit of fat and stuff is all right because it cooks so slow. To me, it's slow and long time. It kind of renders off, adds more juices. You take all the fat off, it can dry out easier. I just peel up a little bit of this membrane, peel her off. Got a decent chunk of it, a little bit more over here. There we go, I should get the rest of it. Sorry about being a little dark, it's a little bit overcast and there's a solar eclipse or something coming, so figure out how to do this and not be so messy. I need to make a little tin foil, which I should have got a bigger tin foil, but I did not. Make sure you actually get tin foil because I almost bought parchment paper. Now this is going to involve a lot of butter. And then we're going to use some mesquite, same McCormick stuff. I like it. It may cost a bit more, but with spices and stuff, you do get what you pay for. If you do buy the cheap stuff, it is not as good. Now this one's going to use a lot of butter, so if you don't like butter, you probably won't like this one. And I've never done this before. I just figured I wanted to try it. And this is going to be some butter. We're gonna put several different layers of tin foil because I do not want this crap dripping all down in the grill. Alright, so we get some honey, dab it all down in here. Supposedly you can use brown sugar too, and we're gonna try this. That just fits. Which that's a nice looking side. That would have been the one to do barbecue maybe. It's always next time. Alright, same thing. I'll slap some butter up on this guy. Oh, I forgot to do my seasoning on the other side. Now I smell, I don't think I like that. Alright, let's go back to this. Alright. So the sugars in this should help make it nice and tender. Same thing with the butter and all that. And who knows, maybe I'm talking out my ass. But we will give it a try, and you guys will know the results at the end. Tin foil, multiple tin foil. Alright, let's get it in the grill. This is why I got the bigger one. Plenty of room. Alright, so we're down to 185. I do like to be at 200. So I think we'll go back 225. It'll dial itself in, and we're good to go. Got my little rack out, and I did get a cover. It's important because you don't want to get moisture. You don't want to get water in here, because then they'll get all hard clumped up. So let me get cleaned up, and then we'll come back and check on it. And well, it's less than an hour and 40 now, about an hour and 20. All right, guys, and another thing I want to try too. I got some nice thick bacon. I want to stick it in there in the pan and get that nice bacon fat and grease down with the ribs too. I'm gonna take some slices. I'm gonna put some slices near these guys. It's all about trying different things. Bacon's good, ribs are good, barbecue's good on bacon. So let's get some slices of bacon down in the sides. That and it was only like $1.99. One packet is bacon. I can't fit a whole lot in there. There we go. So I end up buying a couple packs. The bacon, butter, ribs. You know, we can't leave a bunch of the pig out. We got to get it back together. So. Alright guys, looking good, looking good. We're not gonna flip it anymore, I just flip it once. She's good to go. A couple more hours. It's looking pretty good. This is the one that we did honey and butter. Got a little bit of it leaking, which I should have bought there's a liner that you can buy that goes on this thing. And I thought I was just always gonna be using the pan, but the bacon's looking pretty good too. They got all this nice bacon grease and butter and all that just soaking up in it. I've temped it already. It's about 180 inside. I did crank it up a little. We are still running at like 215 because it is pretty windy out here. And that's pretty hot. It's actually puffing up. That's the honey and butter. So I'm gonna give it, look at that, it's like, I don't know, raining upward, precipitating upwards, I don't know. So I don't know, I want to give it a little bit longer. I just go by look. Like I said, I did temp the inside. It was 180 like a while back. So it's cooked. I just like to get a little bit of, kind of harden up the, I don't know what you call it, seasoning sauce I put on there, where it's not just super runny. When I come back, we'll pull it off and we'll take it in the kitchen and let it sit for a little bit. Guys, we're gonna call these done. Bacon looks pretty good and crispy. It's pretty tender, smells pretty good. We're gonna get the honey ones up on a pan before we mess with that. And it's crazy because you can, I don't know if you can see that, but those are still fairly hot. I'm kind of annoyed. I thought I wrapped it enough in tin foil, but I guess we did not. Well, let's cut these open. See if you guys can look a little bit. Open this up. See what we got. Oh yeah. Try not to get my. It smells pretty good too. Smells like a honey glazed ham almost, or something like that. Well, there you go. I'll say that's pretty good for the first try on the Traeger. I normally just use the gas grill, and I did just, that's the honey recipe is my new one. Let me get a little piece falling off here. It's hot. It's good though. Alright, that's like falling off the bone there. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll probably do maybe a Boston butt sometime, you know, chicken, just a little pastime. The weather's cool and nice, and my back was hurt, so no building. We still got goat house to build, chicken house to finish. The laundry room's gonna be getting done soon. I gotta tear it all out, order some rock wool, new insulation. I got a nice sander coming where we can sand the ceilings and walls, so. Like and subscribe, stay tuned for more, guys, and let me know what your secret recipe is, or the way you cook your ribs. I'd like to know, I like to try.